Hello, this is Telegram Reviews here, and welcome back to another review. And on today's one, we're going to be reviewing the new TV. So initially, when the first trailer came out and in Elseworlds, I thought she was okay. The trailer didn't really help her too much with making me convinced that it's going to be a good TV show. But after watching it, I have different opinions of it now. So let's get into this one. Let's go! So first of all, starts off with Kane's story about how her story is going to be different from all the other ones, which it definitely is from all the other CW shows. And it first starts off with her training, but then she has to leave to go back to Gotham because her former girlfriend from the army was kidnapped by some Crow's Angel, the Alice in Wonderland gang, I think it was called. So she returns home to try to retrieve her, but her dad's not allowing her into the police force. So then she goes to Wayne Enterprises to get access to stuff, and so yeah, and then she finds out what so that she can find the information that she needs to go find Sophie. So when she gets all the information that she needs from her dad as well, because of work together, even though somehow the police computers from her home are way better than Wayne's things. So that was weird. So then she just goes to find Alice, and she gets some real beating, and she beats up all the bad guys. But the thing is, it didn't really help her case because everyone's stereotyping her about being lesbian and all that. But they had to put it in with the kitchen, so that didn't really help her cause. And then she was beaten up by Alice, and well, yeah. So after that, she's brought in and rescued by her stepsister, I think it is. And well, there isn't really too much to go on that. But she goes back to the Batcave and gets her uniform and goes to the place where she fights Alice and defeats and saves Sophie. But they do also do a flashback to how they about what happened to her parents, which is a unique way of doing things from what they did in the actual comic and the Bat Blood movie. I know that those two are like the exact same things. So in the comics, there was Kane, her mother, and her daughter, and her sister was all kidnapped by the terrorists and shot. When this one, they decided to do that. This man was driving the school bus and hit them off the road. But Batman saved them, but it didn't. But for some reason, it didn't work because something happened. So yeah, that was quite interesting. But then at the end of the episode, we see that Alice is actually Kate, or Batwoman's sister. I mean, I would prefer that if that was a bigger reveal in the future, not straight away in episode 1. But yeah. So some of the bad things I didn't really like about this episode was that it tried to make you feel things for the characters, which I had no emotions for. Because it's this brand new show, I don't know anything about them. I'm practically useless with Batwoman in a way of her knowledge. But yeah, I didn't feel anything emotional when they said about her family dying or something happened with her in the army. Anything like that. It was I don't know what to say, but I had no emotions for it. The first half of the episode was pretty boring, but that wasn't due to the show being boring. It's just due to the fact that we had to learn everything about the show. Now, some of the good points about this episode was we can see this version of Batman in the Arrowverse, which is a cool touch, which they could introduce to the Kevin Conroy Batman because he's going to be in Crisis. I also like the fact how they did the action and what they're going to be doing with Batwoman. So it was a nice take on it. And so she's got Alice, I think it was, and she saved Sophie, but I'm pretty sure she should have died. But other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with this episode and overall the show. So I will be continuing doing the reviews until such times I get bored or just can't bother to do it. But overall, other than that, if I had to give it a ranking, I would have to say it is a good one. IMBD put as a 5. I'll probably go with a 7 or 6.5. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you like this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.